known long afterwards. I don't like the way it said that. White Orchard, several months later. Covered in snow, could just be winter. Doesn't mean the White Frost has won. Could just be winter, could be Christmas time. There we go, we've got the decorations up. Geralt sitting in a pub. There's Yennefer. So far, so good.
I might believe you if you showed me a pair of monogram Batiste Galligaskins.
More likely, you just say I stole them.
Dimwits.
Just wait and watch. I don't know what I'm waiting for. What's going to happen?
You were supposed to be somewhere?
I was.
This looks like a light-hearted
Fine.
ending, though.
Where will you meet?
Near the huntsman's cottage.
Old man always had a soft spot for me. He could sense I was
Something
a family.
ends,
A man of
something
peace.
begins.
Good-natured, like himself.
Do we talk to these
never
people?
corrupt-
You just invent this count bit. Quite the imagination for one who's sober.
Geralt will vouch for me. Tell him, I've always said I'm a count.
True, you have always said so.
Just nobody's bothered to verify it.
What's with this count business all of a sudden?
Well, when we finally leave this god's forsaken dunghole, I plan to reclaim my heritage, the titles and estates that are rightfully mine.
And what you do with them?
Got plans for all these lands and titles?
Zoltan
Take
for the win.
possession of them. Of course, there's also the issue of progeny.
Is that so? Mean you finally found a lassie worthy of the great dandelion?
My dear friend and companion. Why, my heart belongs to the one and only Priscilla, known also as Calinetta.
Your heart, mate, true.
Alanetta.
But the rest of your anatomy?
I resent the insinuation, and hasten to remind you that you are talking to a count.
No need for the count to get riled. Rather, you told us how your beloved is.
Recovered, mostly. Even started singing again. Her voice is a little lower pitched, gravelly. Actually, sounds a little better. Thanks for helping back then, Geralt. Meant a lot.
I remember that
Really?
quest. One of the best
What are friends for?
pieces of music
Give her my best.
in any game ever.
Don't worry, I will. Give her a kiss, even. A bit from you, mostly from me.
I'm going hunting. I like
Going
Zoltan
rabbit
too.
hunting. Dandelion?
Glad to have some rabbit stew. But freezing my ass off to amass the ingredients did not sign up for that. I'll gather the herbs, spices. No stew is complete without some sun-drenched thyme and the aroma of rosemary.
Aye, the fields are covered by rosemary blooming like wild just before Yule, aren't they?
That's why
Yule.
I'll be
I was
gathering
right.
my herbs
Christmas.
from the kitchen.
So long.
Okay, yeah, I like Zoltan. I do. I like him. But I haven't met him in the books. I've met a character called Yarp and Zigrin, which sounds very much like him, but I don't know if they just changed the names or if I've yet to meet Zoltan in the book.
Yes?
Okay, we can't talk to you. Do I talk to the peasant? I think I'll just get out of here. Actually, there was a door right where I was, wasn't there?
Gotten cold.
Come now.
It's just...
Hey!
What's going on here?
Ow! Plowing ear pits! Help me!
Do you some help, peasant? Right, okay. Talk to the hunter. Let's go and see what's
Out
going
on
on
the
with
hunt,
this.
Master Witcher? Thought you'd clear the area of beasts your last time through.
Rabbit hunting this time around.
Ah, so that's it. Maybe you come round, visit us this eventide. Verka's baking a pie.
A pie, you say?
Don't know if...
As you will. You're always welcome.
Pie's nice. Hey, Indigo. How you doing tonight?
Freak.
Zoltan had the craziest googly eyes in Witcher 1. Oh, he's in Witcher 1 too? Nice. Hang on. Nice. Let's just... I mean... Oh, well, it says to check there, but I can't. Maybe I can later on. Where are we going then? Something ends, something begins. Well, nobody that I know is dead. Mislav. I remember Mislav.
She's gone.
Mad she had to wait.
No, eager to roam the fields. Prepared the cover scents and oiled the jaw traps all by herself.
Make a good hunter, wouldn't she?
Nah, too impatient, that one. Probably snatching rabbits barehanded, putting them in the traps because they're too slow to step in themselves.
Where'd she go?
Not far. Over yonder.
Farewell.
Go to the meeting place. Looks so pretty in the snow. You're right, actually, I've only just really taken that in. I'm used to seeing this place, you know, fully green. Does look nice. Does look very nice. Who are we looking for? It's Siri. Right. Can I walk into a rabbit trap? I've got to try this. Hang on. No. That's a bit brutal for a rabbit trap, isn't it? Holy crap. There wouldn't be much rabbit left after it stepped in that. So how's this going to work?
Not up to hunting rabbits anymore?
Not really.
What now?
Nothing. Just sitting, waiting for you. It's nice here.
I'll wait till you see Dol Blethana in winter, and the Blue Mountains. We'll head east soon as the snow melts. Think we might have settled in a bit too much.
She looks bored.
You promised to show me that griffin's nest before we left. Let's go now.
Really interested?
You actually interested?
Absolutely. You said it yourself. A royal griffin's a rare sight.
Not that rare. Venture to say we'll have to slay a couple more before we get back to Kaer Morhen. But if you want to see the nest, it's just up the hill.
Come.
Is this the Ciri becomes a Witcher quest? Ending, rather. Go to the Griffin's Nest. Let's go. One of those killer rabbits. The
We were
were-rabbit.
supposed to train today.
Uh-huh.
Tomorrow at sunup then? Work you hard like I did in the good old days. Probably been a while since anyone showed you just how much you still have to learn.
Not saying much to that.
Almost there.
Do I have to beat her there? Is it a race? Yep. I remember this.
Careful now.
This is no time for you to lecture me.
Ciri, wait. There's something in the...
We really don't need to play hare and
Oh,
hounds.
it's a griffin.
Ciri! Ugly bastard.
So I remember these things weren't too hard. What was it, by the way? What are we fighting? It is a griffin, right? It's a forktail. Forktails are draconids, I think. Yes, they are. Sure they are. Ogroid, relict, draconid oil. I think I'm just falling off the... No, I'm alright. Where are you going, beastie? Ah, no! No, Ciri, get him. I don't think her heart's in this, is it? That's the way to do it. Lop its head off. That's the way to kill one. Just use the holy hand grenade on the rabbit with the
hair
gnashing
faster.
teeth.
That's all it needed to be to rip your shoulder wide open.
But it wasn't, and it didn't. We killed it. What is this about?
She lost
You're
the powers.
angry, wanted to unload. But be that careless and next time.
Don't you understand? There won't be a next time.
She giving up?
Ciri, what are you talking about?
I'm sorry, it's just... It's not a good time.
Want to head back?
Ciri doesn't become a witcher.
All right, enough. Let's go fishing.
Go to the lake. Hang on, I've got to carve. I've got to pick up the head of this forktail first. Priorities.
We bring Dandelion a nice fat perch and he just might forget about the rabbit stew. Shame he didn't come along. He could use a bit of exertion.
She doesn't sound very happy. She's not like... She's not being very talkative. Hang on, should I just go with her in case there's some
Ice
conversation?
shouldn't be too thick here.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't sound like she wants to
How
go.
exactly do you plan to catch anything?
You'll see.
It sounds like whatever she's done through that portal,
I'll be damned.
she's come back and is bored out of her wits.
Should we go?
No, no way. Lake's gotta be full of perch, bream, or pollard. Fresh pollard. Would you like that?
I wouldn't mind some, but do we plan to wait here until he leaves?
No. We'll scare him off.
How?
I'll improvise. Wait here.
I'm still not sure how this is going to end. There. Okay.
Show me what you got.
Do I really have to kill him?
Come on.
Throw a
show you
bomb at the
something.
hole in the ice. Okay. Let's see. What have we got? That'll do. Boom.
An old witcher's trick for tough winters. Not terribly subtle, but
Effective.
Collect
remember,
the
don't
dead
ever do
fish.
this.
Why show it to me at all, then?
Just in case. Never know what could happen on the path, what could save your life. All right, let's go.
Who taught you that?
Vesemir. A long time ago.
How long?
Very. Back when I wanted to call myself Geralt Roger Eric Duot Belagarcy.
What?
What?
Tell you about it tonight.
And about the time you broke your leg after wagering you'd jump off the roof of Kaer Morhen and land a horse's back?
How do you even know about that?
Eskel told me. But I want to hear you tell it. I'm certain you have a rational explanation.
I can put the sword away now. Well, she's talking a bit more. She's opening up a bit. This is good, I think.
You never gave me piggyback rides at Kaer Morhen, remember? Vesemir was the only one willing.
Poor old Vesemir.
Had to wait till now to remind me? You've put on some weight since Kaer Morhen.
I think she's trying to get back the childhood that she missed out on. I think that's what she wants. I think that's what she wanted when she saw them jugglers in the circus. So he runs away and joins the circus. I could see that being an ending.
Ciri,
I thought she was dead then.
We should get back.
Why does this feel like it's going to be a sad ending? Something just... The game is not giving anything away.
Remember me training on the pendulum? How I feared I'd never manage. Yet you forbade me from giving up. I was black and blue practically all the time. That pendulum was a nightmare.
how could I forget?
Those months at Kaer Morhen, they passed so quickly. I wish we'd spent more time together then.
Something is sad. Something. I knew. Come on, game. Give me a clue. What's going to happen? What is going to happen? Typical Mark running at things sword in hand. Quest failed. Faithful friend. Is this the Baron?
Almost managed to forget it was today.
What was?
They're here for me, Geralt. I'm going to Nilfgaard, to Emir. I know you didn't expect this, but in Vizima, my father and I spoke for long. Argued, really, and parted. Then a messenger came with a letter. I didn't say anything at first because I wasn't sure, and then I realized I had to stop fleeing. I realized that if I wish to change anything, I cannot do so hunting monsters round forgotten villages. I must do so from there, from Nilfgaard.
Hmm.
You make this choice on your own?
If you mean to suggest Yennefer had anything to do with this, then the answer is no.
Great. She even know?
No. And I'd prefer she not get involved this time.
I'll let you tell her that.
Yeah, okay, so she's gonna go and become
You could
Empress
have told me.
of
Warned
Nilfgaard.
me.
I wanted to, but I didn't know how. I've been happy here. I was afraid I'd ruin it. I wanted to make every minute count.
So, back at the nest, I was about this. I didn't pry. Didn't want to force you to tell me. Thought we had time. A lot more time.
Is this what you want?
Is this what you want?
Yes. You're not trying to stop me. Take me to the Blue Mountains by force.
Traveled half the world to find you, but I never intended to force anything on you.
I know.
You'll be fine. You're a witcher.
We needn't say goodbye.
Yeah, we do. No, I'm not saying that.
Of course we don't.
I don't know when we'll see each other again.
You know where to find me.
You can't possibly stay at Kaer Morhen all the time.
Makes no difference. You'll find me.
True.
Remember what I taught you. Never know. Could be useful there too.
At least we didn't get the worst ending. Well, that's good. And what about that old hag? The third crone. She ran off with Ciri's Witcher medallion. Was that the point when I sent Ciri down to face the hags if Geralt had gone instead? Was that symbolic? 'Cause I thought that was meant she was going to curse that medallion or something, or use it to cast a spell on Ciri and have control over her. But is it just like symbolic? That was the point when Ciri was no longer going to be a Witcher? There's old Voris. An interesting ending, and not the one I expected. I don't think it's a bad ending, is it? That Ciri becomes Empress of Nilfgaard. Your Ciri became a voice in apples and some smart loudspeaker. Oh, I see. I see what you did there, I tell you. Your Ciri became a Witcher Indigo? Everyone will die and winter has come. You can tell me where it was decided if you want. There was a choice that I made. Yeah, go on then. Which choice did I make that stopped Ciri becoming a Witcher? And that is the ending. Achievement unlocked, passed the trial. Achievement unlocked, ran the gauntlet.
The Third Northern War ended. The invader from the south achieved complete victory. Robbed of Radovid's tactical genius, the northern realms could not withstand Ymir's countless legions.
Ah.
Black banners appeared over Novigrad and all Redania. Weary of rebel raids, Ymir Varemres conceded, restoring Temeria as a realm in liege to the Empire. When the guerrillas laid down their arms, the Emperor shifted his forces to other fronts.
That's not bad.
Through Nilfgaard's victory, Temerians got their country back, and history, once again, proved a consummate trickster.
So that's what happened with the war.
Having dealt with Radovid, Ymir of Varemres did the same with enemies domestic. The Emperor's loyal spies named all who had conspired against him, traitors, soldiers, and aristocrats alike. Though their mutiny had only been a murky plan, the Emperor showed no mercy, as was his wont. While the continent bled engulfed by war, Skellige bloomed under Ceres's enlightened rule. Unlike those who had come before her, the young queen did not raid foreign shores, looking instead to her people, tending to her land. The island-bound nation prospered, though its fangs of yore were dulled. After years in exile, Ciri returned to Nilfgaard, her paternal home. where Emir prepared to name her his successor. The woman had the necessary qualities. From her father, she'd inherited an empress's political instincts. From Geralt, she had gained a sense of simple human decency.
Apart from burning goats.
Few monarchs boast both traits, which is quite a shame. While monarchs moved borders and populations, Geralt and Yennefer lived a calm, quiet life, far from all things political. They breakfasted well after noon, more often than not in bed, and passed the days on lazy strolls and long conversations. Boring, you say? Perhaps.
See a unicorn.
But both had sought this more than anything else.
In the background, I saw the unicorn. Oh, wow. You figured you'd become a Witcher based on the choices you've seen? Oh, those novels that you mentioned there about Andre, whatever he's called. Really good, the ones I've read so far. Highly recommend them. Wow, okay. Let me just catch up on chat because I missed a little bit through that. Let me see if I can just scroll. I don't want to scroll out with this, actually. You figured you should become a Witcher based on the choices I've seen. In the worst ending, Geralt goes after the medallion. The worst ending? That sounds like it's going to go bad. When she went to meet the Circle of Sorceresses, Philippa, etc., Novigrad, you went in with her. Should have let her go into the meeting alone. Right. And just a simple decision like that meant that my presence actually put her off being a Witcher, and it turned her into the Empress. At that point, that stopped her. That just stopped her from being the Witcher, rather. Right. Okay. That's quite odd because I would have thought the other would have happened. That the sorceresses would have talked around into doing their bidding. Interesting. Should have let her made a mess in Avalak's hideout. That's something I could certainly do another time. I was trying to... Basically, I taught her to be calm and calculating. I've turned her into Darth Vader, haven't I? But not such a nasty Darth Vader. And here we go with the credits. What a game. What a game. It's a big turning point with the sorceresses. There are other criteria for the Witcher ending, but I think you did enough for them to get it. Okay, you need to do the meeting thing, then 3 of 5 or some other bits, which you did. I'm trying to think of different points throughout the game. What would I have done differently? There's lots of points throughout the game. I mean, meeting the 3 crones early on in the Baron's quest, saving his wife, sacrificing those children. What differences would those have made? So many little things. So many little things. It's probably more to do with interactions with Ciri and maybe later on. I don't know. I don't know. So many more... So many stuff to ponder over for next time. And that was kind of like a bittersweet ending. Geralt and Yennefer lived happily ever after. Ciri did a fine job as Empress. The Northern Realms became the Northern Realms again. It was kind of as good as it gets in a lot of situations. Just Geralt and Ciri just probably didn't see much of each other, I imagine. It's letting her become independent and make her own choices and all that. I see. That's what I tried to do most of the time. But when I went in with her to the sorcerers, I guess that's not quite saying, yeah, go and be independent. It's go and be independent as long as I come with you and make sure I agree with what you're doing. Which, as a dad myself, I can fully get behind. Wow. So I thought at the ending of that some of these main important characters would be ended. I thought that something would happen where, and these might be in alternative versions, I don't know, where Ciri would survive, but at the expense or at the cost of Geralt's life. I thought that might happen. Or I thought there'd be something else. Some of the other main characters maybe got killed off in the final battle. I suppose Krakan Crate did, but he's not exactly a main character. He's just a main secondary character. Great playthrough, though. Knew you'd love this game. Bring on the DLCs. I do love this game. I do. I want to see what the DLCs bring to this, because obviously that's the main story, which I knew nothing about before playing this game. I had no expectations. And the DLCs, I don't know how they're going to follow that, but everyone says they're good, including your good self. The Hearts of Stone villain is cool. You mean David Beckham? Ciri can die in the Frost Portal. I guess it depends on other options we've taken early on, what we've done there. Doesn't really say what happens in Ciri's Frost Portal. I guess that could be The Witcher 4. Ciri's adventures in the Frost Portal. But yeah, the reason why I was going to be so upset if Geralt died was because that would cut him out of a future Witcher game. And I know his story, his destiny and stuff has been finished there. But his character makes the game, I think. It really, really does. The voice, the character, the acting, the sarky lines, yet the caring nature underneath it all. I can't see playing as another character being anywhere near as interesting or as fun. There'd have to be a completely new character, I think. No, you didn't mean David Beckham, but cool. Okay, so there's another villain in Hearts of Stone. That wasn't the villain. Okay, I see. Yeah, if Ciri died in the Frost Portal, that would be kind of a bad ending. I agree. A lot of people involved in the making of this. All the voiceovers. Actors there. Charles Dance. Emir var Emrys. I didn't pick it up that it was Charles Dance at first. It's only after someone in chat, I can't remember who it was, told me. And when you listen for it, you can. But he's putting on a tiny bit of accent. It's not his just standalone voice. He's putting on a bit of accent, which is cool. But yeah, you can hear it. Blood and Wine DLC is the best in your opinion? That's like a vampire type of thing, right? We've got all that to look forward to as well. In fact, we'll probably make a start on it tonight because it's still a bit early. I'm not quitting yet. I'm not switching to another game at this time. So we shall carry on. You reckon it's good too, Pedro? Good. Rage Base. For that reason, CD Projekt Red have already said that this is the last Witcher game that will feature Geralt. That's the trouble, you see. That character is just so cool. So cool. It'd be like watching the Dukes of Hazzard without Bo and Luke Duke. And then will it work? Be a tough call, will that? Hearts of Stone has more interesting story, but Blood and Wine has Regis. Ooh, Regis? Is he the main villain? Or a character? Look forward to finding out at some point. So, do you have to do Hearts of Stone before you can do Blood and Wine? Or does it just naturally progress that way? And is the Blood and Wine one, is that when you go to Toussaint? Or is that something else? I feel like... I'm going to ask for a quick spoiler here, chat. Not really a spoiler. Is it worth watching the end of the credits? Does anything else come up? Or should I just skip this? Am I going to miss anything if I just hit escape now and continue the game? Heart of Stone should be first. As long as Daisy Duke is in it, then you think you can live without Bo and Luke. Yeah, but can she drive the General Lee like the other guys? I don't know. I can't remember much about the TV show as a kid, actually. I don't remember seeing Daisy Duke driving very much. And apparently one of the things about the Duke brothers was that they did a lot of archery. And I don't remember that at all. If I watch some of the trailers and stuff for it now, I see them with bows, but I don't remember seeing that ever when I used to watch the series on the telly. I can skip the credits. Cheers, Vadim. Regis is best, followed by Zoltan. Oh, do Heart of Stone first, otherwise I'll be over-leveled. Cheers, thanks. Right then. Personally, you think playing as a new Witcher in the world that you formed with Geralt would be pretty cool. Geralt's got lots of stories and adventures. I mean, I say that. They might have played out in Witcher 1 and 2. I'm just going from the short stories in the books. I've got to say, if there was a Witcher 4, this would be one hell of a hard act to follow. The story is really good. Possibilities and the endings are really interesting. I'm interested to see what the other ones are. The voice acting, the dialogue is really good. It's just... if I was CD Projekt Red, I would say we're not making a Witcher 4 because it's likely to be a letdown after that. It's like when you watch a really good movie and they make a sequel to it and it's not quite as good as the original. You know what I mean? When they just take a franchise just one stage too far and the story starts to just fall apart, or they've brought in different writers and they can't quite capture the awesomeness that made the first one so good. Let's skip this anyway.